Okay, we're back with this will be session 36A. I said that like a question, but it's not a question, it's a statement. To recap last session, I believe we got through... we came from the adventurers camp and kind of a little bit south down the main road in Omu. You guys headed up and found the shrine to Ai-Jin, which was a little Almirage unicorn bunny hippity-hoppity thing. You guys pretty much solved that and got the cube and then explored around for a while. As you came up to the location you're currently at, you found a wagon that had a weird little spirit thing on it that became obsessed with Ajora's hair. Wait a minute. Yaza. Sorry. So many different names. Yaza's hair and is traveling with Yaza, and then you re-encountered Valindra Shadowmantle, who has posted up in an abandoned manor house on under the cliffs of Omu, and I think we left off with you guys either agreeing to or considering spending the night there so that you're not out amongst the city. And I think that's about where we're at. Questions, comments, letters to the editor?
That sounds about like what I remember.
This sounds correct.
Fantastic. So, the first question to confirm is, do you guys spend the night in Valindra's place again?
Like 2 nights?
Well, I don't know if you actually said you were spending the night there last session or not. So
We
I'm just...
didn't.
Oh, I assumed we were.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to.
I mean, she didn't kill you last time.
Right. I mean, I think it's still probably a good idea to post watch.
Cool. Teresa, you good with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
So you guys can have a long rest.
Which
Are we rested?
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't know. You get the benefits of a long rest if you actually feel rejuvenated as a...
I regain hit points and lose temporary hit points.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, I got into a really weird debate about how that trap room works with somebody. Anyway. Turns out there's 2 types of DMs in the world. Those that think that trap should not reset when you walk backwards out, and the other ones that think you're being way too nice to your players.
I love traps that reset. Especially when people don't realize that.
I don't guess I have a strong opinion one way or the other. I think the DM should get to decide.
I like being able to fly over traps.
Yeah. So you all wake up, or you are all together in the morning as sun breaks over the cliffs of the city of Omu, hanging out in Valindra's place, or I guess the place that Valindra is squatting in. As you wake up, you can hear sounds. You guys, I'll say, ended up kind of sleeping in, I'm assuming, kind of like the wing opposite Valindra.
Yes.
And as you guys begin to wake in the morning, you can hear her, it sounds like moving about, sometimes muttering to herself, from up in that room by the balcony where you had first encountered her here.
Kellic just walks up to the balcony and, like, walks over and starts looking out over the city. Doesn't even look for her.
Well, you walk by her then, because she's
Completely oblivious to her and just keep on walking.
okay. So you're looking out over the balcony, I guess, having your proverbial cup of coffee and cigarette or whatnot.
She doesn't even get
Just
a
bird blinking at the city. Yeah.
And Valindra, I guess she notices you, but since you're not interacting with her, she doesn't really interact with you because she's got shit to do. She's again referencing books and maps, and just kind of scribbling things here and there as she is doing God knows what kind of research it is that she apparently seems to be doing a ton of.
Does she have a teleportation circle?
Are you asking her, or are you looking
Yeah,
for
yeah,
one?
I'm asking her. Just logically speaking, because she had one in the heart of the Tao, and if I were to attune to it, then we can use that to
Oh
get
man, I
back.
can't wait to hear this response. Because she does not like you.
Probably.
So, yeah, you ask her. She looks up and says, well, it's trivial enough for me to fly back to the heart of Ubtao, so I haven't gone through the trouble of creating another circle here. So, apologies, but you'd have to find your way back to the heart if you want to use instantaneous travel.
I see. She kind of gives like that. Okay.
You get the impression that she was maybe kind of digging at your mastery of the arcane a little bit there. Just kind of like, oh, it's trivial easy for me to fly back to the heart of Ubtao. I don't know how that's going for you, because I don't think I actually voiced that at all to convey that. So there you go. That was the undertext where she was just kind of, yeah, she's not the biggest fan of you and is taking this opportunity to kind of dig that in a little bit, given your disparate arcane powers.
But I see how it is. No.
So you could, if you just study harder, darling, I'm sure you'll get there.
Oh, I'll get there, all right.
That was like
That was rude.
Iku did sleep outside, for what it's worth, Sebastian, in case you were curious.
Okay, that's fair. I'm ready to try exploring the city some more. And I will head outside.
Your armor-laden paladin strides out of the door. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, Kellic, I'm assuming, would see him walking out.
You very much would, and if you don't see him, you'd probably hear him. Because I imagine Sebastian is
I'll
not
just
quiet unless... Oh, do you have your steed with you?
Yes.
I'll just fly down and like land next to him and start walking off with him.
Cool. Is everybody going?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you make your way out to where the wagon was. If anything, it's a beautiful morning. It's not quite as hot as it's been. Maybe because you're in this valley, it's a little less oppressive today, but yeah, it's kind of a nice morning. So where do you guys want to go?
I guess we can check out this little courtyard place right here that's close to us.
Sure. Let me. Good job, me.
Good job, you.
Oh, just What have I prepped? What have I not prepped? Oh my god, that's so bright. Ooh. Okay. Cool. So as you walk up to it, Sebastian, roll me a d100. Ooh, fun. You see...
Wait, why did I roll a Saturday party? Is the red token set? Red token is Saturday party.
Fantastic. So if I go to Thursday, if I go to the Saturday group and pull the party token out, it doesn't really matter at this point because
Yeah, it doesn't. But it was just funny.
you're literally playing in different instances of Foundry at this point, so I don't have to reset stuff. But we can do it this way. I could probably just delete them. Okay, so as you get to the entrance and begin scoping out,
That one says Saturday team too.
weird. I don't know. I don't know. Yep, don't know. So as you get to the doorway, whatever, the party token is your party.
Got it.
We're gonna get there. Sorry. Gonna do this.
I'm sorry. I just like being amused by little things like that because little things like that not being right at work, it turns out to be like a big fucking deal all the time.
Oh. No. So, you approach this courtyard. As you enter or look through the doorway into the courtyard, you see what you think is a very large snake tail disappear into the door at the far end of the location. So
Ooh, Kellic loves snakes. They're one of his favorite meals.
Yeah. This is a big snake tail, and you see it kind of disappear into the doorway. So if you're looking at that, what the hell? If you're looking at that, oh my god, I can't do 3 things with my hand at once. No, no, can't do anything right. I'm just moving the party token a little bit. Right, so if you're at that little doorway to the south, where that black doorway to the north is, that's where you see that tail kind of disappear as you come to the doorway.
You want to go check it out?
I mean, Kellic's down for it, but
Sure, let's go check it out.
All right.
Oh, let's see here. Fun. So as you get to the darkened doorway, you hear some movement beyond, and as you approach, you hear what sounds like low voices. As you get close to the doorway, those voices disappear. But they are likely in the room beyond.
And it's just an open doorway?
Yeah, it's like an open archway into the actual building proper. So you guys are in the ruined courtyard.
Right.
Just like everything here is overgrown, and there's at least one person or creature that you heard in the space beyond.
So I will call out through the door, "Hello, is anybody here?"
And the silence that you get in response is kind of deafening in its quietude. That was a weird sentence. I don't know what I'm doing.
quietude.
Don't even know what I'm doing.
So, trying to think.
I will step in and start taking a look around.
Oh.
Is it dark in this area, or can we all see?
So inside any of these buildings, At this point, you can assume it's... So these are ruins, right? So because it's daytime, there's kind of, I would say, dim light inside any of these buildings. But it's definitely difficult to see, right? Like if you came in from outside into a building that doesn't have, like there's no overhead lights, right? So like the inside of the building of buildings are usually pretty dark.
No, I expect there to be lit candle chandeliers in buildings that have been abandoned for 100 years or more.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find if I have an appropriate map. Let's just use this one. Who knows what's going to happen here. Oh, I don't like that one at all. That's okay. Actually, I don't like that one at all. So I'm going to say as you guys walk in, because I'll just use this one instead, because I know what I'm doing. Yoink. As you guys walk into this location, you see two normal-looking humans and what you now know is a Yuan-Ti Malison, a half-snake person. Kind of waiting, weapons drawn in the room, but they are not attacking you as you enter. They're mostly just watching you, and I'm going to try and get some tokens put out here.
Map seems to be still loading for me.
Yeah, I'm also just having personal issues with apparently doing anything tonight with my brain or the computer.
Whoa, it's weird. Let me refresh.
And Iku looks like a hooded figure, so that's great. And that token looks weird. No, we're just all gonna look like snakes? Fine. Do that. Cool. So pretend if you will, I don't know, is this... Whoa.
We have a visitor.
Oh, hey. So just pretend this whole space is kind of the interior of the building as it loads for you.
That looks better. Looks like there's still a dead spider in here.
Oops. Is it on the top of the screen? Sorry.
Yep.
Iku, why can't I see you? That's bizarre. Okay.
You're bizarre.
You're not even here. Is one of these Ikus gonna be... There's a real Iku. Cool. Oh yeah, dead spider. Cool. So you can just assume that this interior... You can just assume this is a space. I just needed a map. So there are 3 Yuan-Ti kind of poised and ready to strike. But not really moving. They're just kind of waiting to see what move you guys make.
Good morning. May I, or do I presume correctly that you happen to be servants or followers of Raz and C?
And the 2 humanoid ones look to each other kind of confused and look to the more snaky looking one. The snaky looking one, for what it's worth, has the body of a human but the head of a snake, so he's just got a giant cobra head instead of...
Do they have like the triangle markings?
You know, some of the Yuan-Ti do, some of them don't. These ones don't particularly, or at least you don't see any of those blue triangles on them. That said, the main guy with the snake head kind of stares at you, Sebastian, and says, "We serve Razensi." He seems kind of confused, but talking.
I want to do an insight check to see if I believe him. If my character sheet will actually load. Which it's not loading, so that's fun. It's like half-assing it. Like it's kind of sort of loading, but not. There it goes.
There we go.
Well,
Insight.
I rolled one for you. Both of you don't feel like the creature is lying. He seems to be honestly answering the question.
I will look over my shoulder out the door and take a couple of steps further inside and say, "We received an invitation to pay Raz a visit."
And let's have deep emotional discussions with the Malison. He kind of cocks his head to the side, flitting his tongue in and out, and says, "What sort of invitation?"
And out of character, I don't remember who actually has that document.
I mean, I don't remember either. I don't write that stuff down. There was a
Okay.
letter and a necklace, but I don't know who has it.
Yep, and that was right after the written recaps ended. Well, I'm just going to assume that we can produce it.
Okay. So explain to me what you're doing.
So I will pull it out and I say, "We have this."
The snake man gestures with one of his arms, kind of hitting and pushing forward one of the purebloods. They kind of walk forward hesitantly to come and kind of cautiously take the letter from you. I'm assuming you let them take it?
Yes.
And she brings it back to the half snake man, and he takes it out of her hand and glances over it. And if a snake could raise an eyebrow, it would. But snakes don't have eyebrows to raise, so you just get the impression he kind of turns his head side to side a few times and says, "Very well. This is unexpectedly different. I will relay this information, and if our master does want to meet you, then we will find you in the very near future."
Very well.
And with that, the Malison starts striding forward towards you. Looks like he's walking towards the doorway behind you. And the other two fall in step behind him. Get out of the way.
Yeah, I'll get out of his way.
He's striding towards the door. Is anybody going to do anything, stop him, interact in any way?
Nope.
Cool. And then He strides out the door, and the other two human-looking people follow him, and they walk off into Omu. So you are inside this dark, ruined, overgrown building.
I'll search the building some, see if there's anything interesting to be found.
Give me a perception check.
Oh wow, I rolled good for once.
Hey. Yeah, I'll say at a 20 you find kind of back amongst all the furniture, you find an old religious text, it looks like. You can't read it, but it definitely has at this point kind of familiar looking animal symbols on it. And the book is in at least passable condition. Yeah, you find that in one of the corners of all the rubble. That's the only thing of note with a little bit of time you find here.
I will ask or hand it over to what's his name? This scholar dude.
Orvex.
Yeah, Orvex. And ask him what he makes of it.
He kind of gingerly picks his way through some of this rubble, and takes it from you and goes, yes, I'm going to take this out into the light so I can see it a bit better. I think I know what it is, but give me a moment. And he goes out.
Is that the only door to this, the only working door to this complex?
I mean, I'm using this map as a generalization. This is all
Right.
just kind of one big interior.
Because narratively, I'd like to go out through a different door that perhaps doesn't have as clear a line of sight to where Valindra is.
I mean, you guys are moving a couple buildings down the street in Omu puts you out of line of sight of just about anything.
Got it.
Or at
Just
least
'cause it's all
outside of
grown.
any mortal sort of line of sight.
Right. Well, I'm sure if she's scrying on us or something, whatever, more power to her.
Okay, yeah. Because the overgrowth is so thick that once you're like 100 feet from something, unless you're on the high road, you're functionally like not actively stealthed, but not easy to find.
Got it.
Yeah, so you could search around. I would say if you want to search around for a while, you may be able to find another exit. But it's
Yeah, I don't care that much. I just didn't want it to make easy for Valindra to see us being peaceable with the 1T.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, she would not have seen any of that unless she was, well, you know of no way that she could have seen that interaction.
Right. You know, out of character, I can assume she can basically scry on us at will. I don't know if she thinks that we're interesting enough to even do that, though.
Okay. So Orvex is in the little courtyard reading the book. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. Does anybody want to do anything else in here?
Means not a whole lot for me to do here.
Cool. So I assume you guys will all head back out, so I'll load the map up. So in that courtyard, Orvex is kind of flipping through the book and says, "Yes, it is a written version of the legends of the 9 gods of Omu. I don't think there's anything new in here besides just embellishments on the basic legend. It may have value for collectors or scholars once if we ever leave this place, but I don't think there's any new information that we don't already have, or at least that I do not already possess. And he just kind of looks at the book and gingerly hands it back to you. So this may have monetary value, but it doesn't necessarily have any knowledge that Orvex
Right.
didn't already know.
Okay. I'm not especially interested in the book. Does anybody else want it?
Kellic has like less than 0 interest.
Remind me again, what was that? Remind me again, what was that?
Oh, the book. The book is basically the like, I don't know, the best description is maybe like
It's
Like-
the Legends of the Nine Gods
yeah, it's like a catechism book.
in old Omuan, I would imagine.
Yeah. So it's like a minor holy book, or
Okay. I can't read the language, but I'll hold on to it.
All right, all yours.
so you have one copy of the Trickster Gods of Omu. That you can't read. Unless you translate it. I mean, you have ways to read it, but generally speaking, you can't read it unless you burn a slot or talk to Orvex. As you guys are standing here, you see to the north, Thursday team. Now Thursday team is talking. How does this happen? How is this happening? You had it go as Saturday team, and he's doing this Thursday team. As you all are coming out, you hear kind of some screeching and the distinctive sound of some arcane spells popping off. They're happening kind of in the air, about a quarter of a mile, half a mile away. I'm pinging a spot on the map if you're not zoomed in, kind of on the northern chunk of kind of north towards the waterfall, and you can see a bunch of maybe 4 or 5 humanoid shapes, and what you assume surging out from the cliffs, a bunch of gargoyles. And some spells flash, and the gargoyles and the people kind of tangle and then disappear down into the city below. So the gargoyles attacked some group of something that came into the city via air, and they are now no longer in the air.
Were the humanoids wearing red robes?
From as far away as you are, kind of hard to tell what exactly they were wearing. The sound and the event drew your attention. It was pretty much one of those, like, you go, huh? What? And you see a bunch of stuff happening, and then what looks like people and gargoyles falling out of the air. Also, technically, the sun would be rising from that direction, so you're kind of looking into the sun as this all happens.
Yeah. All right, I think our next actual point of interest was this big building here that we talked about last session on the other side of the high road.
I'm just putting a little spot on the map for the rough location of where whatever you saw kind of happened.
After that happened, Kellic just kind of shakes his head and says, "Fools."
Noted. I'm not noting it, but I'm acknowledging that you said that. So Sebastian, you want to go to that kind of arched building?
Yes.
Is everybody in agreement? Or is anybody in disagreement?
Hold on, I'm buckling my headphones. Can anyone talk?
Hi. How are you?
Perfect, I can hear.
Cool.
So where? Here?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I also want to go there after this, so...
Yeah,
To the
I
amphitheater.
think we're generally working our way in that sort of direction.
And then I feel like this would be a good option.
Yep. I was kind of thinking of working through this sort of cluster of buildings on the way to the amphitheater.
Teresa, any input?
But it doesn't, I mean, we can do them in any order. It didn't make a big difference to me.
Also, this one here, Grim, is that like a ziggurat, or is that like a building with a building on top of it?
Isn't that what a ziggurat is?
I mean, a ziggurat is more like a pyramid.
It's
Oh,
not.
like-
Sorry. I was just being snarky. It's a building. It's like a building with a big
With a
lower
little hut
level
on
and a
top of it?
smaller upper level.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. That's what it looked like, but I wanted to make sure.
No, there are no
See,
obvious.
that is a ziggurat.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, could
You
be.
snarky little shit.
If you're looking
So
for
if we,
a giant go ahead.
sorry, I just have a quick question. If we are going to be heading that way, how are we going to get across the water?
Fly over it.
Oh, good luck to you.
Oh, you can cast fly, can't you?
No, I don't have that spell. No.
Oh, right.
She's not a level
I mean-
17 caster like some people.
Oh, well. To be fair, neither was I. was
I
supposed
can
to
make
break.
blocks one by one.
Okay, well, are we going here
Yeah,
first?
let's check out that place there. That looks
Actually,
like-
now I thought about it, the amphitheater probably has the fucking like T-Rex or some shit that we heard yesterday.
Yes. It
So do we
does.
want to fight a T-Rex?
I'm game if you are.
I feel like we should wait until Alex gets here with the paladin before
The
we
second
attempt
paladin?
to take on a... Yeah,
What, one paladin's not good enough for you?
Apparently not. Wait,
I-
aren't you a ranger? Like, why don't you just tame the T-Rex? Or something.
Can
Like,
I
don't
do
you
that?
have... You have, like, ridiculously high animal handling. Like, only Sarath was better than you at it, and only barely.
I really don't have ridiculously high animal handling. I have +3.
Oh, really? Shit. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then. I thought it was, like, super high for some reason.
Well, I don't. It also depends if he actually picked it as one of his skills.
Which
No,
I
I
did
mean...
not.
Oh, that's kind of the thing. I thought rangers get it automatically or something. Like,
No, that's the subclass.
okay.
Yeah, there's a specific type of ranger that does, but Gloomstalkers do not,
Fair enough.
Gloomstalkers shoot things well from shadows.
and can't be seen from shadows.
The name kind of gives it away.
It's like the name is exactly what it does.
It's like
They're the
100%.
edgy rangers, got it.
Well, how far away is Alex?
That's a great question. I feel like she's standing outside the place where we get our vegetables, chatting with her friend. Just over here, like la 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 la.
Now I kind of want pizza.
Oh,
I
sorry.
mean, we could do that, then that, because you know, like, what's less dangerous than a T-Rex? Going to one of the shrines. That sounds like a plan. What could possibly be dangerous at a shrine? Am I right?
Be less dangerous than a T-Rex?
I mean, to
I mean,
be
with-
fair, many things are less dangerous than a T-Rex.
But to this group,
But not all things.
I'd like to think you guys could easily handle a T-Rex at this point.
I'd like to think that as well, but
I appreciate your optimism.
I
mean-
would rather not tangle with the T-Rex.
I mean,
I'm
Kellic
sorry
is a
to cut it
like
down.
consistent pessimist, so
Oh, I mean, Calic will be fine. You can fly if it goes south, so...
But what if it's a T-Rex of the Underdark?
All right, let's go to the T-Rex.
That happens to be.
It's going to be an Underdark T-Rex, and there's a secret door that it's guarding. All right, guys, we have to go.
Joke's on you, it's an undead T-Rex.
It's got a secret door. It's a mouth to its dum-dum.
The secret mouth takes you to another dream dimension.
Okay, but so seriously, what do you guys want to do?
This building.
One vote for shrine. Can I get one other vote for the shrine?
Sure, I'll do it.
Hey, okay, well guess what? That is a shrine. Actually, no, that's not a shrine. That big domed building that you're looking at?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Or the arch building?
Oops, that's not a shrine. Sorry. It's another giant compound. It looks like it was probably at one point. Somebody roll a d100, but as you approach that giant arched building, it looks like this was probably a stable of some sort that has long since fallen into disrepair. There's a large central covered courtyard with a row of what used to be maybe offices or warehouse space to the west, and it looks like a paddock to the east. 65.
I fucking knew it. She was just standing out front, gabbing with her friend.
And how far away is she?
Like 10 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, Reno isn't that big, so...
I don't know. I don't know if she's walking, if she's unicycling, if she's yogging. Like, I don't know how she's getting back here.
She's driving, but that's probably the most dangerous option, so...
From the paddock, you can hear loud buzzing sounds. And so from inside under this arched space, this airy kind of barnish area, there is one large, there used to be a set of double doors into the paddock to the east. That's the green tree things that you can see on the map. From that location you can hear very loud insectile buzzing. And as I said, to the west is the old storerooms, etc., kind of lining the other side of this arched central area.
I want to see if I can get a look at what sort of insects those are without disturbing them.
Yeah, you're the sneaky one. You should do that. Why don't I do that?
Yeah. How about you do that?
Well, I can't do that.
So,
Turns out you probably are sneakier than I am.
So did you walk through the door, or what did you do, Kellic?
I walked up to the door and like kind of stuck my head around it to see what was happening, and then while I stuck my head around it, I tripped and fell on my face in front of the door. Yeah, just big old loud bird screech. Yeah, it was super graceful.
Cool. There are a bunch of giant wasps in the other space that are now very much aware that you just fell in the doorway. What you want to do?
I'm gonna back the fuck up and get away from that. I'm just gonna, like, as I'm running back, just, like, the one word I'm gonna say is wasps.
Yeah, let's
Cool.
torch them.
Huh?
Get rid of them. Fire. Burn it.
Is somebody going to do something fire-based, or just say burn it?
Let me see.
I mean, you could always upcast Hunter's Mark, but I don't think it does anything.
Well, you can always use a higher level spell slot to cast a lower level spell, even if upcasting doesn't do anything more.
Oh, unfortunately, I don't have fire spells that specifically set things on fire. So
Yeah. Only thing I got is radiant damage.
Okay, so as Kellic is running away, one of these angry murder hornets comes out and tries to sting him. Does an 18 hit you, Kellic?
Cheapers.
Oh yeah.
So you take 3 piercing and 11 poison damage from this giant wasp.
11 poison damage. Wow.
Make a Constitution saving throw, sorry, before you take the poison damage. He's an angry motherfucking murderer.
I'm sorry. Constitution saving throw. You said.
Yes. You passed, so you take 3
Fucking nailed
poison
it.
damage. Half as much on a successful one, so 5 poison damage. And there's a wasp, a giant wasp, kind of like all up on your ass.
Is it just the one, or did you see many in there?
There is more buzzing from the room behind that sounds like it is getting closer.
Perfect.
Is anybody going to do anything before we move to combat?
I will cast Mage Armor on myself. And back the fuck up.
Oh, since we've already been on this map, let's activate it again just because it makes life easier. Because this is mostly relative. I keep using the same map so I don't have to force you guys to sit through another load time.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm a fan of that.
So I'm going to position you guys a little bit. Kellic is right there with the giant wasp on his butt. Don't worry about line of sight in here. Orvex is go fighting wasps. It's just kind of running away. Let me get a couple more of these guys. How many are there? There's that many. Oh god. Well, good for me.
Oh, that sounds like this could be more fun than we anticipated.
You got the max roll. And hey, there's a whole bunch of initiatives.
Apparently, I am not going.
Oh my God, Grim. Well, goodbye, Kellic. Fucking 4 murder hornets all fucking rolled higher than me. Jesus.
Nuts. Teresa, do you want to roll an initiative? Or you want me to roll for you?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to read my stuff here.
Okay. So, we're going to say everything that's not on Kellic is... Oh, Jesus. I'm going to reposition this a little bit because Kellic started running away. Everything kind of north of Kellic, you can treat the road as like, here, I'm just going to draw a wall. Here is the wall in blue. So that gap is kind of the doorway to the paddock beyond. That's where all that buzzing is coming from. Kellic is running away. Sebastian, it is Iku's turn.
Right. Iku. Character sheet. Is not opening apparently. Ooh. There it goes. Iku has 30. I can't control Iku's token?
Weird.
She's a hostile token to me for some reason. Maybe that's why.
Well, everyone's hostile to you.
Not really, because I can control everyone else's tokens.
Yeah,
Sounds like
her,
we should be hostile
when I
to you.
mouse over her token, it's in red.
It's red. Yeah, it's a hostile one.
Oh. Let's try this. Try that EQ. The koala looking EQ.
The snake.
Cool. Iku's gonna move over here. She probably shouldn't be concentrating. And quarterstaff.
Whoa! She crits
Oh.
for 6 damage.
Nice. uh,
Honestly, at this point, she probably gets 2 attacks, even if it doesn't.
yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, she gets 2 attacks.
Boom.
And
Did they-
that is a pair of wallops on Murder Hornet the First. It's not dead, but its carapace is cracked a bit. Let's see, who's next? Giant Wasp, this one. Whoa, no. I didn't want you dead. Okay, so let's see here. This one will come and try to sting EQ. It gets an 18. Does that hit EQ? Yes.
Yes, it does.
Constitution saving throw for the poison. Actually. No, she's not immune to poison. Wow. Okay, she takes a total of 10 damage.
Is the Wasp's sting magical?
No. It's just a wasp.
So she takes 6 damage.
She's resistant to the 4 damage because it's piercing.
So she takes 6 plus 2, so she takes...
No, she's immune.
Can you add Alex, by the way? She decided to finally show up.
Can I add Alex?
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Can you put her token
Oh.
on the map so she can
Yes.
fight?
Sorry. Yep. I was like, she already has a character. There you go. She got a 1. Okay. Okay, well, apply whatever damage goes to EQ that she
Well,
takes.
that's what happens when you show up late, right?
I'm just going to roll through some wasps here. Next wasp is going to come after you, Kellic. Then it will attack with its sting. Does a 6... Jesus. It's just my knight. Does a 16 hit you?
Yep.
So 7 piercing damage plus do a con save for poison. That'll pass, so you take 7 plus 5 damage total. So 12 total. Which giant wasp? That wasp already went. It doesn't get to go again. Teresa, it is your turn.
Okay. I will come over here. And there's nothing blocking my line of sight, right?
No, the only walls here are the big blue blobs I draw on the screen.
Okay. And so oh, I got this. Okay. So I'm going to do Shatter. And hopefully this will hit as many as it can. Let me see. I will upcast it too. So, 3rd level. And I'm going to put it right. Oh, well, there we go. I'm going to put it right there.
Cool. So they make DC 15 con saves.
Yes.
I'm just gonna roll one.
Well, that seems like a critical pass.
That's 12 thunder damage. So
I rolled low damage, so you know it's not like they're gonna take a lot.
Well, the first one that Iku hit, you obliterate. It just flies apart in Wasp guts and chitinous bits. The other two right there are looking real rough. Does Shatter have any persistent effect?
No.
When you cast this spell at 3rd level or higher, 1d8 for each slot level. So, okay, you did. Ooh, yeah, you just had a not good damage roll. Okay.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Okay. That's move, that's act. Do you have a bonus act?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next wasp then. Ba-boom. Last wasp. Oh no, well, not the last wasp, but buzz. It dashes up. Turns out they can't actually move all that fast. Kellic, it is your turn.
Isn't there a debuff for firing, like, next to me?
It gives you disadvantage unless you have the way that counteracts it, which a couple of feats, at least 2 feats, do now.
I'm assuming
I don't have either of
you
those.
don't have either of those. So
Yeah.
you would be at disadvantage to attack. With your ranged
Okay,
weapon
well.
as a ranged weapon.
Then I'm going to use the disengage action.
Okay.
And go back here.
Cool. So that's your...
And
Yeah, I think that's movement and act. Do bonus act?
I have one, but I'm not going to use it, so.
Okay. Anything else? No. Cool. It is Buzz's turn. Let's see, that's the movement feed. Oh, I don't want that. Stop it. So, movement is... we're gonna get rid of this. This one's gonna fly up and it can just reach Iku with attack. And that will miss. And next giant wasp, top one. Buzzes forward and that's all it's got. Sebastian, it is your turn.
I will move to there and attempt to... No, I actually want to be here. I'm going to attack the giant wasp on the right.
Deleted.
I will use my next attack on the one next to him.
You whack it good.
Cool.
That being a highly technical term.
And then I will use my bonus attack on that guy.
Wow, that's maybe the best bonus attack I think you've had in the game. And you spear one, spear the other, whip around with the button, just kind of crush that wasp. So there you go, 2 wasps in a turn.
Cool.
Good.
See, 1 paladin's all you really need.
It is Yaza's turn.
Wow. I attack Sebastian. No,
But, counterpoint, if 1 paladin's good, 2 is better.
wow, nice save.
I thought it was if one is good, then the other one might not be good.
Well, that's
one is
also,
good and one is bad, but maybe not in the way.
it's also possibly true.
I mean, alignment-wise, yeah. But,
Somebody got it. Somebody got it.
yay.
Glad you're picking up the joke there, Lauken.
I didn't
no.
get it. I thought I was nice.
Oof.
Well,
Alright,
nice
I'm
is,
gonna-
being polite
thought
is an
Sebastian
entirely
was
different thing.
And that's the end of that wasp. Just again, you just I don't know. Do you use the flat of the blade to crush it, or do you just cut through it?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, like, slash it, like, up through the middle, just be like, what? Done.
Reenact it one more time.
What?
That plays real well on audio.
I know.
Gives you a real,
As you can
real
imagine,
clear vision, right?
I actually was going down from the floor all the way up, as tall as Joe.
As
Like-
clearly the sound tells you.
Yeah,
Was there
hello.
a jump involved as well?
No, there
Oh.
wasn't that much involved.
Well, damn. Okay, so that's, I think, some of your movement. You've taken an attack. Do you have any movement or attack left?
Hold on, I can't see the map. Oh, there's this other wasp I can take. Let me see what I have. I have a javelin. All right. So then I'll take my other attack. And I'm gonna hit this wasp here. Well, I'm going to try, at least.
That will certainly hit it and do some damage to it. It does not kill it, but you put some pain on it.
Nice.
I think that is movement, action. Do you have a bonus act?
No, we'll just stick with that.
Okay. Teresa's turn.
All right, so I'm going to move. Let's see. Come over here. And I will.
EQ fell out of the turn order somehow, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, when you switch
guess so.
tokens.
Go ahead, Teresa.
I was just saying, I guess so. I will blast them with Eldritch Blast. This one, it's, well, yeah.
Okay.
I'll do this one here that's directly ahead of me. This one
Okay.
here. Uh, 2 damage, really?
Well, it hits. So that's a plus.
Okay.
Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it damages
Yeah.
it.
And I did the second one. That's a little bit better.
Same wasp.
Yeah, same wasp.
Okay, so you've put a little bit of force damage on it. And I think that's it, right?
Let me see.
It's action, so you have a bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Murder Hornet. Let's see here. It is going to buzz down and attack Yasa because you hit it. Maybe. I rolled an attack. What happened? No? Let's try that
Well,
again.
you see, you didn't roll an attack.
Okay. I hit it twice, but nothing happened. And I think it just kind of stings ineffectually at your armor, Yasa.
I mean, it seems like that would have done a lot of damage.
Had it hit, it would have been perfect, but got a hit. It is Kellick's turn. So guys, if you have a giant hornet wasp thing just like trying to sting you through your armor. It's very disgusting.
That's rude.
The little creature on your shoulder is screeching at it.
Well, then I'm just gonna kind of be like petting the thing on my shoulder or trying to calm it down. Not touching it, just being like, it's gonna be okay.
And it at least will be for now, because Kellic, your arrow just deletes that hornet. It is no longer a going concern. Second attack. And that hornet is also no longer a concern. You have killed all of the giant wasps.
Calico just kind of mumbled to himself, I hate bugs.
And then I'll just, with the little black thing on my shoulder, I'll kind of be like, see? Like with my hands, but not say it, just kind of like motioning, like, hello.
And it just kind of angrily gestures at the various dead wasps, and then slowly starts playing with your braid again.
Okay.
Do we hear any more buzzing?
You do not hear any more buzzing.
All right. Then I will take a look around and see if there's anything interesting here besides murder hornets.
So as you come into this overgrown paddock, there's a couple of trees that have grown up and have created a nice kind of walled garden here, if unruly. There's a giant hive, kind of like 4 feet wide and just built all around one of the trunks into the canopy of one of these trees. Kind of looking like a giant wasp nest.
Mm-hmm.
There are bones of small animals littered underneath said wasp nest.
All right then. Well, that was interesting.
I hear what kind of bones? Alex asked that.
What kind of bones? There are... It looks like a lot of small mammals. I don't know if you have bone lore. I guess maybe a nature check to identify the bones.
Alright, roll nature.
Oh, yes, a massa.
You have the mouse.
Okay. You see probably like what look like large cats, some of which have snake skeletons coming off of their shoulders, but small ones, so probably these are maybe baby Commodons that they have taken. And you also see, quite oddly, a wombat skeleton.
Are wombats native to this area?
To the best of your knowledge, nope.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna... do we have any nature-y people with us? What? I forget what Kellic is.
Ranger.
Oh, he's a ranger. Oh, he's a nature-y
Right.
person.
I mean, I could give it a shot. Nature is an intellect.
You'd think Kellic would have nature, but he has a -1 in nature.
I was just pointing that out.
Yeah, I thought he would have nature. How do I have a +1? This game is rigged.
Smart.
Have some healing, Kellic.
Oh, thank you.
I just wanted to know. I was just gonna tell everybody and see if anybody else knew more about why Wombat might be here, because I thought.
So Teresa, you can certainly tell that it's a wombat as well, but you have no idea why a wombat would be here.
Because the murder hornets took it here to eat it?
Like more in.
All right,
short-
Mr. Logic.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sorry, I was just rubbing. That was the nose pinch eye rub moment there, Sebastian. Hi, Paladin. I'm Dad. How are you?
I'm great.
So yeah, Yaza, Teresa, both of you kind of think about this for a minute. You have no idea why a wombat would be in Chult.
Sweet. I'm just gonna tuck that into my pocket of memory.
That's gonna go in my mind palace for later,
Exactly.
along with my Benadryl Cumberbatch. Sorry, I just like saying his name wrong. It's so fun. Okay, yeah. So that's what that's what you find underneath that nest. The rest of the paddock is, aside from being densely overgrown with kind of bushes lining the edges, the only thing on a cursory inspection that seems noticeable is the giant murder hornet nest with bones underneath it.
Just FYI for Alex, we're just still exploring Omu, right?
Yes.
Because this ruin map looks similar to another ruin map.
So I keep reusing the same
I know,
map
I was just kidding.
because I have a handful of Omu maps, and I decided that I don't like the others.
I know you said that last week, and I was
Yeah.
like, this one looks just like the other one.
I feel like I should probably just switch back to the generic map at a certain point because I feel like that's less immersion breaking, but that's just me. Anyway,
I thought maybe we were just trying to paint the whole map red with blood blotches.
oh yeah. Eventually we'll get there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Where'd it go? Module settings. Blood and guts. Advanced. Whoop-a-doo-whoop-a-doo-whoop-a-doo-whoop. That's the magic of Hollywood.
Ow.
It's almost like computers can do stuff. Okay.
Right?
So, do you guys want to investigate further? Do you want to leave? Do you want to stay?
I think we've seen all that there is to see here. I'm ready to leave. I don't know. Kellic, are there any secret doors?
Kellic, on the north side of the paddock, behind all of the overgrown crap, you see that there is a passage that allows you to go straight out the back and to the north of this building with your amazing perception roll.
Wow.
I finally give him a door and he just has no words.
That's because the mic was turned off because Alex made me turn it off and I forgot.
Well, because I'm trying to chew, and I thought that was rude to chew.
It's like, this is what I get. This is what I
This
get.
is what happens.
This is what happens when you share, a computer playing D&D with your significant other. It's not a recommended.
It's the worst.
strategy.
So yeah, I'll just look at Sebastian and say like, why yes, there is a secret door, and I'll point it out.
Oh. Neat. We want to take a look at what's on the other side of the door.
It opens out, like out the back side of the building, but you don't have to go around. So you can either exit through the gift shop or exit through the secret door.
We'll exit through the secret door.
And you guys end up... Wah! I keep trying to move stuff on the camera map. You guys end up here, and you do hear a roar off to the northwest, and kind of see a flock of small birds and other things kind of fly up into the sky. That said, directly in front of you, as you clamber through this door that Kellic found, there appears to be a building covered in carvings of monkeys. And there are 2 obelisks standing in front of a courtyard, looking very familiar to the other shrines you have seen. So that said, I'm going to pause for a second and let you guys decide what to do while I step away. Okay.
Racist.
I'm getting a bird blink from Joe in real life.
Yeah, that fits. So, as I make my chicken scratch. So yeah, there is something that looks like maybe a shrine directly north of you. Loud roars to the west of you. Something fell out of the sky to the east of you. What do you guys want to do?
We
Oh,
want to
got
go
it.
to the shrine.
Yep.
But first, I want to know what all the inscriptions say on the outside.
Yeah, sure. I was teasing so that you guys knew that there were potentially more than one place to go. So, if we are going to the shrine, then I will.
Hey, Graham.
Yeah.
Why is my character sheet broken?
I don't know. It's not broken for me. Kellic, what's
But
broken
what?
about your character sheet?
The fact that it won't update. I have an extra spell that isn't there.
Did you update D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Let's see if this works.
There it is.
Did you pick up a rope trick?
No.
Well, anyway, there's an extra spell in there because I saw the. I didn't see what was added, but something was added. There you go. Are you casting that now?
No. I just want to let you know what I got.
Oh, okay. Let me,
Kellic, did you add the 5 hit points that I rolled for curing them?
I did, and then it, undid them. So now it's better.
That is better.
Oh, that's your... Oh, my one.
there we go.
Hold on.
I'm moving tokens.
How do I place my token again?
You just drag your character out, but I'll do it because who knows where you'll put it. There.
And there's actually like 9 maps on this map?
Yes, this map has 9 maps on it. So I'm moving all the tokens around right now. And there's your stuff.
We've been to 3 shrines already, right?
Yeah, you've been to Shigambi, Kubazan, and Aijin. My map. Cool. So yeah, you guys approach this shrine. There's carvings of monkeys hanging by their tails all over the 2 large obelisks in front of you. Let's get rid of some walls to make everybody's vision just a little easier to... Nope, that's adding walls. There we go. Yeah, there's 2 cracked obelisks standing before a shrine enclosed by broken walls.
Is everyone else map loaded?
Mine has.
Oh, Alex and I are both at 0. 1 second. Guess we'll refresh.
Blame Comcast. I see Azora Velmise, which is funny, and Sereth. It's funny that it doesn't update your character. I wonder if it just always stays stuck on the first character that you played. Can Alex see anything? Or are you on the same computer?
We're on the same computer, but I can see something and he can't.
Well, I don't know if
Haha,
this is
I
all...
can see an actual map, and she can just see a white grid.
Yep.
I don't know what to say.
Same computer.
Because I don't control the internet.
Oh,
So how
really?
about-
You should.
yeah,
I heard it's lucrative.
I thought you did.
yeah. If only my upload speed wouldn't be shit if I controlled the internet. So past those two obelisks in front of you, the small courtyard is filled with horsetails and lilies. There are 5 archways opening into darkness in this building. Those are the hallways you can see stretching before you. Mounted above the central arch is a stone plaque with a cuneiform inscription on it.
Perhaps the resident expert would like to read the inscription for us.
Orvex looks around him and goes, "Oh, that would be me, wouldn't it?
Unless you want to give me some time, then I can do it.
He was, yeah. I mean, he's mostly just befuddled. He'll step forward, and why? No, there we go. I'm trying to move the map myself, and it's giving me problems. He looks at the script of the archway and says, it says, better to be Wongo's friend than his enemy.
And Wongo is one of the 9 gods?
Yes, he's a Zorbo, which is a nasty monkey-like creature.
Like what these things are?
I would wager that these creatures are probably meant to be Zorbo monkeys, but I am not entirely sure what that would be. Following the theme of the shrines we have seen so far, where the creatures on the shrine carvings are the same as the god the shrine represents. Let's see here. And I'll find the text I shared last session and share it again as soon as I find it. Or is that not gonna... There we go. So the relevant chunk... Well, I had it. So the legend of Zorbo, or the legend of Wongo, who is a Zorbo, was that... I think we heard this before, but I'll read it again as soon as I find the right place. So to reread the legend, this part of the legend of the 9 gods, one morning a wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow tree and spoke to the dying Omuans. To convince Ubteo of their worth, she decided to cook him a stew made from all their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked a wily Almirage to help her. The Almirage, which was Aijin, snuck recklessness into the pot, which she saw as a virtue, and Ubtao spat out the stew when he tasted it. From that day on, the Zorbo and Aijin the Almirage became terrible enemies.
So we want to be not reckless in the shrine, I would guess.
We're still trying to get Alex's page to work.
I can just try reloading the whole thing to see if that helps. But it'll reload for everyone. Let's see what happens.
We're just waiting one more time.
Is it loading up at all or no?
It's still just like all whited out.
Yeah. Didn't even load Sarah's comments. We just, I just see them on Joe's screen.
Can everyone else see or no?
I think it's just me.
I can see.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Because what I can do is I can give control of Yaza to Joe if his thing is loading up correctly.
Yeah, mine loaded.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you control of both characters.
That worked.
So that hopefully we can keep
Continue.
going. Yeah, Joe, you should be able to control Yaza now too.
Aha!
Oh, got it.
Cool. Yeah, so Sebastian, where you're standing in front of that central hallway,
Yes.
inside, you can make out that there's a large monkey statue where that star is.
Okay.
Yeah, and so from out here, that's about as much as you can tell.
And there are no like plaques with inscriptions with the other arches.
No, just over the central arch.
So do we want to go down this central hallway with the monkey statue within, or do we want to check one of these others first? Are they all open?
Yeah, all of the hallways are open.
So the hallways themselves don't look black, they're just surrounded in darkness?
So the black is like walls that you...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's 5 open hallways going into this building. And Yaza, you also can see standing at the front of that hallway, there is a large statue in a room beyond. And then the other hallways, looking into them, they just look like hallways. You'd have to like actually go in them to see if there's anything there or not.
I should just blink.
So as you head down the hallway, Sebastian, it's a smooth stone hallway that appears to curve off at the end. And as you,
So, just a quick question here.
Yeah.
Shit, this thing keeps working. These are 5-foot squares, correct?
Yeah.
Going into the hallway. Okay. Looking at this particular hallway that I'm staring at right now, does it appear to be full of webs and shit, or can we walk through it without trouble?
You can walk through it. There's just some cobwebs, is what those appear to be.
Yeah, because I was gonna set it on fire. Okay, never mind. So
Why is there a door there?
I love how the elk always just comes and hangs out.
Who?
The elk.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if this elk can fit into any of these rooms.
no.
I mean, it could probably squeeze.
So there's a door symbol on the second hallway, but there's not a door there. It's an artifact of conversion.
See, I thought that was like, oh, okay, that's gonna be a door. I wonder what that is because it doesn't look like it leads to anything.
No, there's no door there. I just the wall segment is so small that I can't select it. Let's see if I can do it this way. Nope. So there's some weird stuff that happened with this conversion. Here we go.
So is there anything in the alcove down here after the bend?
When you get to the alcove, what the hell? This conversion is crazy. So when you get to the end of the bend, there is an alcove there. There are 2 holes at about eye level that you can see through. They're each about the size of an eye, almost as if you're looking through the back of a mask.
I look through the 2 holes.
So yeah, as you get up and kind of put your face into the backside of this mask, basically you can see in the room beyond. There's a 10-foot stone statue of an evil-looking monkey balanced on its tail atop a stone dais in the middle of a 20-foot high room. So the room beyond is about 20 feet high. On the wall behind it, so to the north, there's a sculpted relief showing a monkey-like creature tearing into a giant serpent. There's inscriptions above and below that carved relief. You can see on the south side of the room, it looks like 2 masks made out of stone protruding from the wall. The ones that you can see are right here in the south west corner. That appears to be a boar, and the one in the southeast corner is a zebra head. You can't see the mask that you are behind, but you can assume you're behind one, and you can't quite make out what's on the other side of the statue.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go up through this middle hallway so I see the statue there.
Alright, I guess I will. I'll follow after. Suppose this is the path of least resistance here.
Yeah, so you all see that monkey statue. Let's see here. For those of you who are fully in the room, I unhid some letters. So the L is a lion mask. The B is a boar mask. The Z is a zebra mask. And the V is a vulture mask. So these are just stone, basically animal heads carved into the wall. Their eyes are all empty, and you can see that they stare into space beyond and behind. And Sebastian, as you come in the room, you realize you were staring out of the lion mask.
Neat. I'll say, hey, Orvex, come take a look at this.
Let's see here. Orvex very tentatively walks into the room and looks around. He stares at the creature or the statue and goes, "Ah, well, it is a giant monkey. Let's see here. On the base of that statue, he reads an inscription. And so under the statue in the center, it says, Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water." And he kind of shrugs. Looks around the room. On the relief on the wall, he relates that it tells the same story I just told you about the monkey and the monkey and the Almirage. So the story about the stew. And then as he looks around the room, there's inscriptions on each of the masks. And he walks up and looks at each of them in turn, and starting from the lion mask, the inscription on that one says, "I ate one of the boar's friends." And then he looks at the boar and says, "This one says, the vulture is lucky to be alive." And then he looks at the zebra mask and it says, "My only friend starved to death." And then he goes to the vulture mask and says, "One of the others has no friends." And I will try and get that information. And actually get it out here.
The lion has no friends.
Okay, so here's the lion. I'm putting this in chat. Oh, and I guess, Sebastian, you had noticed, because it's written here and I forgot to say it, when you were looking through the lion mask, there was a ray of light falling from the ceiling onto the right hand of that monkey statue.
Is there like a fountain or something around?
Or is there something up? If we look up, like the ceiling, is there anything?
There is not actually any water in here.
Can I do like a quick investigation check of this room? Check for traps?
Sure.
Alright.
So I've just put the rest of the masks text in there. So let's see. So, Teresa, you don't notice anything. I mean, this is obviously a strange room, with weird masks and a statue in the middle, but you do not, as you investigate things, you don't find any hidden mechanisms. There's no apparent traps. There doesn't seem to be anything here beyond the statue, the clues, and the masks. Kellic, are you perceiving for secret doors, or are you perceiving just in general?
For secret doors.
There are... Let me just double check. There are no secret doors in this one.
Yeah, pretty good roll.
I want to generally look around, but specifically up at the ceiling to see what's going on.
So the ceiling has some cracks in it that are letting kind of bluish sunlight just kind of fall down into the room. A lot of the shafts of light are hitting the statue in the middle. That central monkey statue. Other than that, you notice
What about?
Yep.
I was gonna say, what about the altar kind of on the other side of the statue?
So that's just the carving relief in the wall that has the image of the monkey attacking a giant serpent.
Oh, okay.
If we look at that, are there any other animals anywhere in that relief?
So that relief just has the monkey creature and the giant serpent.
What do I see if I look through the eyes on the boar mask?
Sure, let me see here. So I'm just going to copy the full boar mask entry out. So when you look through that one, you see a ray of light falling on the left foot of the monkey statue. Sorry,
Same
area
question from the
area-
zebra.
Q12B is the statue. Let's see. From the zebra, you see blue light shining on the right foot.
Okay, well, same question for the vulture.
This one, the blue light appears to be shining on the left hand. So I think what we've got is the lion's inscription. So there's 4 inscriptions and 4 shafts of light. And so the central statue of the monkey says, "Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water." The lion has the blue light falling onto the right hand. The boar has the light falling on the left foot. The zebra has the light falling on the right foot, and the vulture has it on the left hand.
I want to ask Orvis, or Orvix, after the story of the 9 gods, as it's told, what happens to the monkey god?
All of the gods survive the legend of the 9 gods. It's really not clear It's not clear why Omu fell or where the gods, these animal gods went, but they all survived and all were worshipped by the people of Omu for some time before the city collapsed. And he
Was the
kind of,
monkey god known for his appetite?
I mean, Wongo was just known for being angry most of the time and chaotic. But beyond that, I don't know much more. I would assume that here perhaps the clues of which of these creatures was actually Wongo's friend might help us understand where we're supposed to pour water. Oh, my accent is just coming and going. Oof.
The only thing I can think of right now. Oh, thanks. I was literally about to go read all of that.
Yeah, I just pasted them all at once. So they're
Yeah.
all right next to each other.
Yeah,
That makes it a lot
that
easier.
helps. What does the vulture being lucky to be alive have to do with having friends or not?
I think the vulture tried to eat the boar. Maybe they attacked or something. Because the zebra says my only friend was starved to death, and when I think of that, I was like, well, vultures like scavenge. I feel like the boar is the one with no friends. I mean, it could also. I don't think it would be. Well,
I feel like it's probably the lion that has no friends because he eats everyone.
Well, I was going to go with the lion has no friends because the zebra says he has a friend, and the lion says the boar has friends. Therefore, the vulture is saying the lion doesn't have friends.
So then the vulture would be the potential friend?
Well, it's either the vulture or the boar, I think.
Well, the boar's friend got eaten, but it does say one of the boar's friends.
Right.
So it could potentially be another friend.
I mean, we could just do this by process of elimination.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
I don't know.
Not like an angry monkey god will come kill us.
I pull out my water skin and I pour water on the left hand of the statue.
Cool. So as you pour water onto the statue, out of thin air, balanced on the monkey statue's head, appears one of the puzzle cubes with the image of a monkey engraved on it. As it appears, Sebastian, you're the only one that hears this voice, but a disembodied voice says, "Take the prize and curse your friends, or fight my children to claim it. What is your choice?"
Take your prize and curse your friends, or
fight my children to claim it. What is your choice?
will not curse my friends.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you guys hear Kelly, are you in the room or are you outside?
I would have been inside, like slowly making my way up the hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna put you here.
Okay.
Because that matters. Let's see here.
We're all locked in again.
Well, this is interesting. I have to double check something because a bunch of portcullises are going to fall, but I'm trying to figure out if the main room actually has them. Nope. Cool. So you hear a bunch of slamming sounds of metal hitting stone, but don't see anything. And teleporting out of nowhere, 4 monkeys, or things that at least look like monkeys. Whoa, that control doesn't work. Appear in this room. And with that note, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And the monkeys are going to attack immediately.
Goodbye, sweet Teresa.
So we need some initiatives. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Who goes first?
Had a dog show.
So the first one that comes down is the one north of you, Sebastian. It is
Did
going
he appear inside of my reach, or is he approaching me?
He literally like teleported or appeared out of thin air there.
Okay.
Yeah. He, let's see, technically, they are teleported into the room in the positions where they are.
Okay.
It is basically some sort of magical effect. He did not move to get where he is. He is going to try to bite you, and try to claw you.
That's a nope. That's a yep.
Wow, did I hit you with the 22?
Yes.
Hey, I did damage to you with a conventional attack twice this session. Oh no, once. Cool, that is that guy. Orvex is going to go and run like a baby out of this place because he does not want to try and fight things. Because he's Orvex. I'm going to take him out of combat order. Because he's just going to hide. Sebastian, that would make it your turn.
All right. I'm going to attack the guy who attacked me.
Cool. The monkey will just kind of deftly swing around the hands of the statue as your first attack misses him.
I will attack again.
That one will definitely hit and clip the monkey. That's a pretty decent hit.
And I will bonus action attack again.
And the monkey takes the momentum of your actual hit and uses it to swing out of the way of the butt of your spear.
Cool.
It's the next monster's turn. Let's see here. Okay, it will. Let's see here. This top one hop down and try to attack you, Teresa. So bite.
Oh, that looks bad.
I think those will both hit.
Yeah.
So that is 11 damage for you. And it is Kellick's turn.
Alright, well, move up slightly. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark, that guy.
Okay. A 16 will hit for 5. Plus 5. That was the bonus action for the bonus damage for the first attack.
Yep, plus Hunter's Mark. Yep.
Yep. So it's 10 damage on the first attack. 5 damage as your second arrow hits home. Plus 2 for the Hunter's Mark.
Can I have a not dog shit damage roll?
And then your third attack.
Miss, probably.
That will hit. So you're just
Oh, look at that.
lighting that guy up, and you do. You kill him. You just pin-cushioned that monkey against the statue, and it falls to the ground.
All Sebastian hears is plop, plop, plop. And this monkey just like.
Yeah.
Nice.
That monkey is done.
Deep dead.
No, that's a sight. Okay. Anything else?
And done.
Nope, that's all.
Then that'll jump us over to Teresa's turn.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta get these things out of my face. So. Okay, I will go to my mainstay and cast Scorching Ray on the north one. I will. I'll just do it at the second level, that's fine. So this is the first one.
Rip that damage roll.
That hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sears some of the fur of that monkey thing.
Alright, here's the second one.
That will also hit.
Here's the third one here.
Oh my god. These are the best
Yeah,
damage rolls
I
ever.
keep rolling for shit.
Well, you did whittle it down a bit. And that monkey is angry, with its hair burning in various places and kind of just angrily screeching. That is your action. Do you
Yeah.
move a bonus act?
No, I don't have a choice to stay here because they're gonna attack me no matter what. So
Okay. Yaza.
Alright, I'm gonna move up. Yeah. Go. But can I? Well, I guess I could step over the dead one, right?
Well, there's a big statue right there.
Oh, that's true. So I can pretty much go here, or I'd have to go all the way around.
Yeah, basically.
Flank. So attack back.
Oh, you go here, you mean?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just go there. And I'm gonna do bonus action. So when it's after I
Yep.
hit melee, yeah, okay. Because I'm gonna beat this one with a sword.
So that will do, the 15 will hit, and that'll do, what, 6 plus 6, I think is the answer, and then it keeps burning on subsequent turns.
Oh, okay.
Well, it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Right.
Because you hit it and it starts burning. On its turn, it gets to make a save to try and put that out. So it'll take 12 damage off of that hit.
Okay. Now I'm gonna attack again.
Man, our damage rolls tonight, so good.
Yeah, that 10 also, the stench of burning monkey hair distracts you, and you don't quite land that second blow.
Damn.
The, the burning flaming monkey in front of you.
I'm just like, God, I hate the smell of monkey hair burning.
Yeah. Does anybody like it?
Well,
People who really hate monkeys.
I guess. So
I mean,
act
like,
bonus
really
act,
hate monkeys.
move. I think that's your turn. Cool.
that's done.
Okay, which Sue monster? Hey! So he gets to make a saving throw now, because it's the monkey you just hit's turn. Constitution saving throw. What's the DC? Nope. So it'll take 5 more fire damage as it continues to burn. In the anger at being hit by that, it is going to screech at you in a way that reverberates almost inside your skull, Yaza. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Pretty good.
You pass. Let's see. Make a saving throw or take damage. Cool. So you pass saving throw and nothing happens. And the
Take
screeching.
that, stupid monkey.
Yeah, it is.
Guys are like, "Nyeh."
It's gonna try and climb on top of this statue to get up above everybody. Teresa, do you want to try and attack the burning monkey as it clambers away?
Yeah, I'm gonna jab it with my dagger.
Yeah, exactly where the monkey should go, right up on the dead carcass of its other comrade that is pincushion. Good choice, monkey.
Ah, I hit.
And you stab it, but good.
It's a crit.
You get a 6 on the dagger damage.
Yeah. That's a fun.
So you slash it as it runs away and clambers up.
Hey, Grim.
Yep.
Does Yaza get an attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah, she would.
Um,
Sorry.
You should be.
And the two of you, Teresa, you stab it, slowing it down, and Yaza, you cut that monkey down as it tries to flee. So it is now a burning monkey on the floor.
oh, great, because I was about to start chasing and attack again.
And that's that Sue monster's turn. We're back at the top of the order. This one, Sebastian, is also going to try and scream at you. That is a wisdom saving throw as the sound of its monkey voice reverberates inside your skull. And it
That's actually a 17.
it still passes. 'Cause it's high enough.
How wise you are.
Let's see, and that is its action. It will clamber up that statue, though, so it is now effectively 10 feet above the floor, on top of the statue. And that is the monkey's turn.
Does
Hey.
Sebastian get an attack of opportunity?
It didn't leave my reach, I don't think.
No.
Oh, okay.
So I just attack it normally on my turn?
Yeah, because your spear has 5-foot reach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's high enough that nobody else can hit it, but you can.
Oh, well, the
Kelly.
spear is not a reach weapon,
Oh,
if
so
that's
it's
what you're asking.
well, I guess
It's what older editions would have called a short spear.
okay. Well, then I guess you would get an attack of opportunity as it clambers up, because being on top of the statue, the whole point of it is to get away.
Okay, I got you. So that's my attack of opportunity then.
Jesus. That will definitely hit it as it clambers up the statue and cuts it
Big
well.
old splat of blood.
It's just the statue is just covered in burning fur, dead monkey, and blood. The puzzle cube on top is, interestingly, completely unaffected by this. It is actually EQ's turn because I skipped her. Do you want her to do anything?
I think we're okay without her.
Okay, then it would be your turn, Sebastian.
So I guess my attack of opportunity did not kill it?
No, it did not kill it. So if you don't have reach, you can't melee it.
I will pull out a javelin and throw a javelin at it.
Are you
Wow.
holding your shield?
Yeah, I drop the spear,
Okay.
pull out the javelin, and throw the javelin.
Okay. Oh, 12. Sorry. And you spear that monkey off the top, and there's even more blood up there. Another dead. It's a monkey statue draped in dead monkeys. Okay, so
As all monkey statues should.
are you gonna do anything else, Sebastian?
No, that's good.
Okay, it is the soul living monkey's turn. And why not ruin a good thing? It's gonna try and scream at. Let's see here. Everybody is hurting everyone. It sees you, Teresa, so it's gonna scream at you. That's a wisdom saving throw. DC 11. Yay! You passed
Barely.
too. And what is it gonna do? It's just gonna
Die.
kind of huddle in place, ready to try and lash out at anything that it can. Calic, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna transfer Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
and then we're gonna shoot the fuck out of it.
Heck yeah, you are.
That first shot was a pretty good hit.
That is almost a crit.
+3. Okay. And the second shot will kill it.
Just to
The
make sure.
extra stab.
Just to make sure it's extra dead. So there you go. You guys have killed these creatures. Man, remember the last time you ran into one of those and it took you out of the entire combat, and this time it just did nothing to anyone? So
Yep.
sad.
So I will retrieve my spear and javelin and collect the puzzle, the cube thing.
Cool. As you collect it, the corpses and the blood and everything in this shrine slowly just fades away and out of, almost as magically as they were teleported in, they fade out.
For these illusions, I wonder, just for the sake of it, can I do an Arcana check on why that happened?
Sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you assume you're not 100% sure how it works, but you're pretty sure that there is a magical effect happening here. You've seen at least one of them. There may be others based on other trigger conditions. So the monkeys you fought, the Sioux monsters you fought were real. But there's some magical power that is summoning and dismissing them. Yeah.
Well, that was interesting. And it's also 12, so I'm kind of.
Yeah, I think I'm about ready to call it too.
Yeah, and I think
And
that's
we get the giant mission accomplished.
yeah, I think it's a pretty good place to stop it. I think that's what your 4th puzzle cube.
Yes. 4 down, 5 to go.
But making headway.
Yeah, I think we'll good place to pick up next week.
Alex shoots.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you
Alright.
all.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank you,
running.
Jim.
All right, no problem. Thank you. Have a good day or night.
Like,